5 Lessons from How to Talk So Kids Will Listen and Listen So Kids Will Talk by Adele Faber, Elaine Mazlish. Welcome to Introduction. Welcome to DeftU Insights, where we distill powerful ideas into practical wisdom for your daily life. Today, we're diving into the transformative world of parenting, exploring how our interactions shape our children's emotional landscape and behavior. If you've ever felt stuck in repetitive power struggles or wondered how to truly connect with your child amidst the daily chaos, these insights are for you. We've uncovered 5 core lessons that will help you foster deeper understanding, cultivate cooperation, and build the foundation for your children's enduring self-worth and independence. Let's explore how a shift in your approach can unlock a more harmonious and enriching family life. Lesson 1. Acknowledge emotions to build trust. One of the most profound shifts we can make as parents is learning to truly acknowledge our children's feelings. It sounds simple, but in the heat of the moment, it's incredibly easy to dismiss or deny what they're experiencing. Think about it. When a child cries because their favorite cookie broke, our instinct might be to say, "It's just a cookie, don't be silly," or "There's no reason to be sad." While our intention might be to reassure, such phrases inadvertently teach children that their feelings are invalid or unimportant. When we deny a child's emotions, we create confusion and a sense of disconnect. Imagine confiding in a friend about a stressful day at work, only for them to respond, "You're not really stressed, you just need a vacation." How would that make you feel? Probably unheard, maybe even a little angry. Children react similarly. They learn to distrust their own internal experience and may stop sharing their inner world with us. The pathway to connection opens when we validate their reality, even if it seems trivial or illogical to us. This doesn't mean we have to agree with their behavior or solve the problem for them. It simply means recognizing and verbalizing what they feel. If your child is upset about the broken cookie, you might say, "Oh, that looks really disappointing. You were probably looking forward to eating that." This simple acknowledgement acts like a mirror, reflecting their experience back to them. It communicates, "I see you, I hear you, what you feel matters." This practice builds an essential bridge of trust. When children feel understood, they are more likely to process their emotions, find their own coping strategies, and ultimately act more constructively. It reduces conflict because much of a child's challenging behavior stems from unexpressed or invalidated feelings. So, the next time your child expresses strong emotion, pause. Instead of rushing to fix it or dismiss it, try acknowledging it first. You might be surprised by how quickly the atmosphere shifts and how deeply your child feels seen. Lesson 2. Inspire cooperation, don't command it. As parents, we constantly navigate the delicate balance of guiding our children while respecting their burgeoning individuality. It's a daily quest to get them to cooperate with family rules, chores, or simply our requests. But often, our efforts to secure cooperation can inadvertently lead to resistance, creating a frustrating battle of wills. Many common parenting tactics, while well-intentioned, actually breed resentment, fear, or defiance rather than genuine teamwork. Think about methods like blaming, name-calling, issuing threats, or giving endless lectures. "You're always so messy," or "If you don't clean your room right now, no screen time for a week," or "Why can't you be more like your sister?" These approaches, from a child's perspective, feel humiliating, threatening, or inadequate. They erode self-esteem and turn the parent into an adversary. A child might comply out of fear, but they won't feel genuinely motivated or part of a team. Their focus shifts from the task at hand to avoiding your disapproval or fantasizing about revenge. Instead, the goal is to cultivate an environment where cooperation is a natural outgrowth of respect and understanding. This means moving away from a command and control dynamic and towards one of partnership. How do we do this? Start by clearly and respectfully stating your expectations without judgment. Instead of, "You left a huge mess again," try, "I see clothes on the floor and toys on the table. The living room needs to be tidied before dinner." This describes the problem without attacking the child's character. When appropriate, involve them in finding solutions. "The living room is messy and I need help. What part could you tackle?" Or offer choices. "Would you like to put away the blocks first or the books?" Giving a sense of agency, even small choices, empowers children and reduces their need to resist. Remember, cooperation flourishes when children feel seen, respected, and like active contributors, not just recipients of orders. It's about inviting them into the process rather than forcing their hand. Lesson 3. Guide behavior, don't just punish. Every parent faces moments when a child misbehaves, and the impulse to punish can be strong. We might believe punishment teaches right from wrong or maintains control. However, the lasting impact of punishment is often counterproductive. When we were punished as children, we likely felt anger, resentment, or a sense of injustice, rather than a deep understanding of our wrongdoing or a desire to make amends. Our children feel the same. Punishment often distracts them from reflecting on their actions, shifting their focus to the pain of the consequence itself. So, what are the powerful alternatives to punishment that truly guide behavior? The key is to help children understand the impact of their actions and empower them to make things right. First, express strong disapproval without attacking character. Instead of, "You're such a careless child for breaking that vase," try, "My heart sinks when I see the broken vase. It was special to me." This focuses on the behavior and your feelings, not on labeling the child. Second, state your expectations clearly. "When you hit your brother, it hurts him. I expect you to use gentle hands." This provides clear boundaries and expected conduct. Third, show the child how to make amends. If a toy was broken, let's see if we can fix it together or what we can do to replace it. This teaches responsibility and empathy. Fourth, offer a choice, but make it a choice between acceptable options. "You can either help me clean up the spilled milk now, or you can clean it up before we read our story." This gives them agency within your boundaries. Fifth, take action when necessary. If a child is throwing sand at the playground, you might calmly say, "Sand is for building, not for throwing. We're going to move to the swings for a while." This is a decisive, respectful intervention that stops the undesirable behavior without judgment. Finally, where appropriate, allow natural or logical consequences to unfold. If a child repeatedly leaves their bicycle out, leading to it getting rusty, the consequence is a rusty chain that's harder to ride, not a lecture. Of course, ensure the consequence is safe and directly related to the action. These alternatives encourage reflection, responsibility, and the development of inner discipline, moving far beyond the temporary compliance that punishment might achieve. Lesson 4. Foster independence, empowering growth. A crucial goal for any parent is to raise self-reliant, capable individuals who can navigate the world with confidence. Yet often, our well-meaning efforts to help can inadvertently foster dependence. When we constantly intervene, offer immediate advice, or shield our children from making mistakes, we deprive them of valuable opportunities to learn, problem solve, and build resilience. Think of a child struggling to tie their shoelaces. It's quicker and easier for us to just do it. But imagine the small victory and boost in self-esteem they gain from finally mastering it themselves. When children are habitually kept in dependent roles, they can develop feelings of helplessness, frustration, and even resentment. They might become reluctant to try new things because they fear failure or doubt their own abilities, always waiting for an adult to step in. The good news is that every day offers countless opportunities to cultivate independence. Start by giving children opportunities to make choices, genuine choices, even small ones. Would you like to wear the blue shirt or the green one today? Or do you want to chop the cucumbers or stir the sauce? These choices foster a sense of control and competence. Next, resist the urge to jump in and solve every problem. When your child is struggling with a puzzle, instead of immediately showing them where a piece goes, you might say, "That piece seems tricky. What other pieces have you tried? What do you notice about its shape?" Ask questions that guide their thinking rather than giving them the answer. Allow them to experience the natural consequences of their actions within safe limits. If they forget their homework, they experience the consequence at school, prompting them to remember next time. Most importantly, believe in their capacity. Your unspoken belief that they can figure things out, even if they stumble, is incredibly powerful. When you trust them to try, fail, and try again, you're not just teaching them a skill, you're building their self-efficacy, their belief in their own ability to succeed. This isn't about abandoning them, it's about providing a safety net while allowing them to climb the ladder of life on their own terms. Lesson 5. Praise smartly to build true self-worth. We all want to build our children's self-esteem and encourage them. Praise seems like a natural tool, but not all praise is created equal. In fact, many common forms of praise can be surprisingly counterproductive, leading to doubt, anxiety, or a focus on external validation rather than genuine self-worth. When we offer blanket evaluative statements like, "You're so smart," after a good grade, or "You're such a good artist," for a drawing, children might internalize these as pressures to constantly perform. They might fear failure because it could mean they're no longer smart or good. Think about it. If someone always tells you you're brilliant, you might start to question their sincerity or worry about living up to that label. Similarly, children can feel manipulated or anxious about maintaining a high standard. True self-worth isn't built on external labels, it's built on internal recognition of effort, skill, and progress. The art of helpful affirmation involves a two-pronged approach. First, describe, with genuine appreciation, exactly what you observe or feel. Focus on the effort, the specific action, or the outcome, rather than evaluating the child's inherent qualities. Second, and crucially, this descriptive feedback empowers the child to praise themselves. Let's say your child proudly shows you a tower of blocks they built. Instead of, "That's a great tower," try, "Wow, I see you used all the square blocks at the bottom, and then you balanced the smaller ones on top. It's really tall and steady." You're describing the process and the observable facts. This detailed observation allows the child to think, "Yes, I did put the big ones at the bottom, and it is steady. I built that." Or, if they clean their room, instead of, "You're such a neat kid," you might say, "I see all the books are back on the shelf, and the clothes are in the hamper. The floor is clear." This helps them connect their actions to the positive outcome and take pride in their accomplishment. This kind of specific, descriptive feedback shifts the focus from seeking your approval to recognizing their own abilities and efforts, cultivating a deep, authentic sense of self-worth that lasts. Conclusion. The journey of parenting is undoubtedly one of the most challenging and rewarding experiences of our lives. It's a continuous process of learning, adapting, and growing for both our children and ourselves. The 5 lessons we've explored today, acknowledging emotions, inspiring cooperation, guiding behavior without punishment, fostering independence, and praising smartly, are not quick fixes, but rather a framework for building deeper connection and resilience in your family. Remember, consistent, empathetic, yet firm engagement is what truly transforms relationships. These shifts in communication won't happen overnight, and you'll have moments where you slip back into old habits. That's perfectly normal. The key is compassion for yourself, recognizing that every interaction is an opportunity to practice, learn, and refine your approach. Your willingness to engage thoughtfully, to listen more deeply, and to empower your children will pave the way for them to become capable, confident, and well-adjusted individuals. Start by picking just one lesson that resonated most deeply with you and commit to trying it out this week. If one of these lessons landed, like to keep them coming and join the DeftU Insights community for more practical wisdom.